Hi, in this follow-up to my initial Navisworks Quantification video, I'm going to show you one of the issues I've come across during my time using Navisworks Quantification. Here I have the same Navisworks model that I dealt with in the first video. Now, one of the problems I've come across is when I try to take off an object and the object tells me that it can't do it. So for example, if I take the door here and I come down to my quantification workbook and right click on an item that I have here, I'm going to take off selected model item, and you see it tells me that one model item could not be taken off. Now if I was to look at the web page that comes up when I check out the possible explanations, it tells me there's two main things that it could be. One is that it's not a modeled object, and two is that it's not got a GUID. So a GUID is that very long identifier. It's a 128-bit identifier made up of 8x4 by 4x4 by 12 hexadecimal characters. Now essentially that's just a very unique number. The less unique one inside of Revit itself is the element ID, which is just a 6-digit number. I wondered if maybe I had forgot to include the GUID when I created the file, so I picked a wall, right clicked, and you can see here that it takes off the wall. So the issue can't be the GUID, because it wouldn't pick and choose which objects to take it across, surely. Now, the normal way for me to figure out what the object is when I'm using find objects is to pick it once, come into my properties, and take a look at information about it. So you can see here the item name 3x7 wood seems to be something fairly unique to this type of door, and so I would generally use that to find the objects. If I come to my find items and I come and place in item name equals 3x7 wood, hit find all, it'll select all of the objects, and then when I right click here and take off, you can see that same issue. So 117 model objects couldn't be taken off, and it doesn't really tell you why. What I found is that it matters how I select the objects. This isn't quite Revity enough. What I can do is change my item type to equaling, and then I want to go with category, family, and type. So categories door, single flush is the family name, and then I've got a 3x7, and just check I have the wood one, metal, okay, 3x7 wood, hit find all again, it finds the same ones, right click, take off, and this time there's the result. So you've got to be very careful when selecting Revit objects in Navisworks for quantification to make sure that you use the correct find properties. So you can't pick an object, right click and take off that object. You have to know a little bit about it. So let's find this one. Let's go into properties. You can see here that it's a 5.8x7 high. So let's change this to door double panel 5.8x7, hit find all, come down here, right click and take off the one of those that's in the model. So that's the little hint or tip that I found just from working through using Navisworks Quantification. So I'd like to thank you for watching this short presentation. My name's Drew Jarvis, I work with Cancel in Vancouver, Canada, and I'm always happy to talk about Revit, AutoCAD and Navisworks based products. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. Thank you.